Hello everybody, welcome back to the episode of One Monkey Garage. My name is Dylan. In today's video, maybe a couple videos to come, it's gonna be a little different than what you're used to. It's not gonna be the Corvette or classic car restoration. I'm actually doing a frame swap on a 2000 Jeep Wrangler, so it's a TJ submodel. It's kind of where I really got started into all of this. I'm going to show you all how it's done, and also if anybody new watching this who's watching it for the Wranglers, there will be more Wrangler videos to come. There will be a frame off Wrangler build from literally just a frame, because that's what I've got for another build. A frame and a tub, and that's all I have. But I'm just kind of showing y'all the process of how you take a $200 frame and rebuild it so it can be usable again. Alright, stay tuned to see what's going on. Alright everybody, so here is the $200 frame. I'm starting to sandblast it, so that's bare metal, and you can see why this frame costs $200. It has nothing there. That's all I got to get rebuilt. It's already had one patch that we want to make sure it's fully on there. There's no issues with that. And all in all, it just looks crusty, but as you can tell, if you look at that, you think that's just, that frame is just rotted, it's no good. However, that's just surface rust and scale from an old undercoating job, because that right there looks just like that until I blasted it, and you couldn't even tell there's anything wrong with that frame besides a little bit of pitting. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue blasting it, and I'll show you the final product. Alright, so we finished sandblasting where we needed to. Sorry for the lighting a little bit. We've just cut in the bottom of this frame open, and it looks, it's got scale in there now, but all the rot that you can see, that's the bottom piece, and all of the internal stuff that was holding moisture is now all out. What we'll end up doing now is I will spray this with a weld-through primer on the inside. That way that has protection. And then we have these new center sections that go in, as well as the rear control arms to put in, and that is what's going to end up repairing this frame. Alright, stay tuned and I'll show you the final product. Alright, so as you can see, I got the patch kit in, both sides, everything is in. I do still have some frame cleanup to do, as my sandblaster started acting up yesterday, so I will have to go and hand prep the rest of it. We've got to flip the frame over, and I've got to weld, we got to weld the entire top on. Right now we have the bottom tacked in as needed. I will have to take some metal, as you can tell right here, and make a patch there to, it's got to cover this. I want it to come up to about right here to grab into that. And then it's also got to come down a little bit on both sides and grab in there. So that's got to be done. And I also want to make some pieces to join that up, so that it's a nice clean look, as well as it's all tied together so there's no loose spots. But I got to make those pieces, and then I need to prep it. I need to cut off these bolts back here to get that off, get all that stuff prepped, and then go ahead and actually get this thing in some paint so that it doesn't get any further damage. But that's the process so far, guys. I will keep you updated on how it's coming so y'all can see the final product. Alright, so as you can see, we are now in primer. Everything was cleaned. All the bare metal is now, can't fucking speak. All the bare metal is now in a primer. What I used was Rusty Metal Primer by Rust-Oleum. One reason I used that is because I sandblasted this yesterday, and because of yesterday, bare metal does flash rust. So I just wanted to make sure that I was going to have no problem whatsoever with my adhesion of it. I know this that Rusty Metal Primer, it helps prime rusty metal, but also it does a very good job at priming just bare metal. So right now this is all just fresh on there. It started to rain, so I had to run inside real quick, and now I got this. But I just wanted to show you all the patches. So they come, as you can tell, almost all the way to the top of the frame. The purpose of that is these Jeep TJ frames specifically rust out from the bottom. There's no good way for water to get out of them, and the internals rust out from the bottom. And because of that, normally up here at the top of the frame is still perfectly good metal. So these caps go all the way to the top to grab the front, the top metal, which is the good metal, and it completely reinforces the frame. So as you can see, this frame is reinforced from the rear spring perch all the way to that light in there, right there to the front of the control arm. This other one already had this patch on there. So this one actually has reinforcement from that front control arm all the way back to that rear spring perch. So this frame is now back from the dead, completely safe to use. We have no longer have any kind of structural issues with the frame. In about 30 minutes, we'll go ahead and put the final coat of black on this, and this frame will be ready to go into our Jeep. All right, see y'all in a little bit. All right, so as y'all can see now, a lot has happened since you last saw the frame. We have completely swapped over the drivetrain from the Jeep that we're fixing. Gas tank, exhaust, motor trains, transfer case, axles, all that's in. Fuel lines are hooked up, as well as the main rear back line and the main front line. I did go ahead and put stainless steel brake lines on it. The kits are only about $100, and while you're here, it's the easiest to do it, so I go ahead and do it. Let me show you the frame that this Wrangler was sitting on and why we had to actually replace it, or we couldn't repair the one we had. This is by far one of the worst frames I've seen. With a lot of work, yes, it could be fixed. However, it would eventually fail again. So this frame right here is why we had to replace it. So what we're gonna be up to now is getting the frame out of the garage for about a couple minutes. We're going to stick the cab back in, get it on the lift. All right, so as you can see, we got the body back on the frame. We got the front grille assembly in. This is about as far as we're going tonight on it. Main thing that needs to happen now is finalizing a few more wires on it and connectors, make sure everything's where it needs to be. Get the underneath connected, steering and whatnot, all of that connected. And then I like to go ahead and clean it at this point, everywhere that I can't clean it once I put it together. Because like the inside of the fenders, let me show you. Like both of these insides are really dusty and dirty. They've probably never been cleaned properly. I mean, there's no way to really clean it. So I'll go ahead and clean all that, and so it looks nicer and everything, and then go ahead, install it, and should be running here in a day or two. But it was very simple. I did mean to time lapse it, but my camera didn't record. It went on very easily. We put wheel dollies on all four wheels of the frame. That way we can that way we can adjust how we our body mounts and everything to make sure everything lines up. But it all went on perfectly. All the repairs were measured twice, 3 times to make sure everything went where it was supposed to, and it was a very easy process. Like I said, next time I'll make sure I'm recording when I do it and let y'all see how we actually do it. All right, everybody. So just about done with the 2000 Jeep Wrangler that we're doing the frame swap on. I ran into a few little hiccups. I'm going to explain what they were, what I had to do to fix them, and where we're at right now. Last time you saw us, we had put the body on, and we were going along with that. So let me swing y'all around and show y'all what I had to fix. All right, so as you might notice, this front axle is not as shiny as the other one. That is because of what is inside here, the ring and pinion. So the ring and pinion in this Dana 30 is 307, and the ring and pinion in that rear axle is 307. The axle that came with this Jeep that I had originally in here was 373s, and you can't have an unmatched set of axles, otherwise it'll cause your transfer case to bind and catastrophic damage. But gotta pull those out and make sure everything inside of there is good. As you can see, all my brake lines are plumbed. Everything is in and tight. We got one brake line issue right there that is still leaking for some reason. I don't know if it's a faulty thread, cross thread, or I gotta get a different line. But other than that, everything else is going along smoothly. After the brakes and this front axle are done, I've got a few miscellaneous things to do, as well as polishing out this paint. And then this vehicle will be ready for its next owner. I will talk to y'all later when I get to the polishing part. Y'all stay tuned. Well, as you can see, she is back on the ground, all assembled, ready to go. She's got that beautiful new frame under her. Process went really well, really easy. There's a few parts of this that I would have preferred to have recorded, but for other reasons, this didn't get recorded. This is not the last TJ you're gonna see on this channel. That white one in the back is my personal one that will be getting a full frame off, and I will show you the process of that. But that is, in a nutshell, how you go about, repairing a frame. In my opinion, the correct way to repair a frame: swap everything over, and then you got yourself a solid Jeep for the next 10 years plus. But thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a great day, and stay tuned for more content. Thank y'all.